time we have this segment, it makes me wish that I watched the show. But then I feel like I'd be so confused.
Well, listen, they're going to unconfuse you right now because they're getting closer and closer.
Promises.
You should have guilt.
Yeah.
I should.
You should feel
I gotta
guilty.
start from the beginning, correct?
Yeah, but that might take a while. But yes, you should.
We're at a point in the season right now with Lost where it's getting. Oh, before we get started, big shout out to St. Stephen's, my alma mater, where Justin was for weather. Go Eagles.
Do I get to give a shout out to my
no.
South Korean alma mater?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. So, you make a good point. Jamie and Megan make a really good point. It's getting pretty confusing right now. It's getting complicated, but it's the way the seasons always work. You get a ton of answers in the beginning, a ton of answers at the end, and a whole lot of questions in the middle, and that's where we are.
I have so many questions after last night.
Yeah.
And the biggest question that I have is, how is the time shift thing going to resolve itself? We have half of the crew from Oceanic is stuck in 1977 with the Dharma Initiative, and we've got Locke and Ben and Sun and Lapidus who are stuck in 2007.
Who landed on a landing strip that was built by Sawyer and Kate when they were taken hostage.
Yeah, we're having all of this kind of circular kind of things that are happening, that happened in 1977, that we now know there was a reason for in 2007,
and it's going to be really tough for the uninitiated to stay tight. I say if you're getting a little confused, I'm not going to tell you to do work. I'm not going to tell you to go to the internet, except to go to our blog, of course, and
nice
Twitter
plug.
along with me, which a lot of people did last night.
Shameless but nice.
But, you know, we'll try to help you through a lot of it. Email us. We'll help you with that. I'd like to move on to a new segment this week. It's called Better Know a Character.
And which character will we learn?
Tonight's character is Phil. Phil is...
He looks a little bit like a Sean Connery right there, right?
I called him Goofy Eyebrows Guy until I found out who he was. He works for the Dharma Initiative. I think he is either going to be a red shirt and will die. Red shirt from the classic.
Red shirt is a character that appears in one episode and then he's gone.
Usually from the old Star Trek days. Everybody wore the red shirt. Or he might be Lapidus in the future, or he might even be Tom. Happy Tom, the guy with the fake beard.
Biggest question from last night, and we have a clip here that we're going to show real quick, is what's going to happen with the survivors,
the Oceanic Six,
and who's still on the island. And what we see here is kind of a big revelation. This is Ben, who's not on the island. He's stuck in 2007, but a young version of him meets with Saeed.
And that's why he didn't land in 1977, because he couldn't be in the same place with himself. This raises a big question. Will the Oceanic Six play a role in the purge? Another question I have, rapid fire, quick questions. How did they know to have a quadruple XL jumpsuit for Hurley?
Good question.
They had a Dharma jumpsuit laying around for him. How did they do that?
Someone had to sew that.
Any questions you have real quickly?
You know, my biggest question is, like I said, the time shift thing. What's going to happen with the time shift? And basically in the next few weeks, how are we going to sort out who gets reunited and how?
Absolutely. Real quick predictions. The babies were hidden away for a reason, to hide them from someone. Desmond truly will be someone's brother. And the nuclear warhead is in the concrete in the Swan. Watch next week. Twitter along. You could go to twitter.com/Rob Brockmeyer.
Or you can check out our blog. It's at abc2news.com/getlost.
Emily.
All right, thanks, guys. My 2 cents, Ben was just as creepy as a kid as he is now.
Yes, he was.
All right.